Okay, quick vertical scan. This is going to be a pronoun, plural versus singular, and possessive versus not possessive. Remember, possessive pronouns never take apostrophes. If there's an apostrophe with they or it is a contraction. It is or they are. So let's see what this should be. Really, I don't usually need to read the whole thing, just the sentence itself. The animal which lays eggs but also nurses its young with milk. So it possesses the young, so it's not they are or it is. And it's not plural. The which, the relative pronoun that this is going to refer to, is itself referring to the animal. That's singular. So it's its young, not their, plural young possessive. Singular possessive, C. Okay, quick vertical scan. We see very long answers. As recent studies estimated. These, that's kind of like these are, although it's not these are, these crusts. This is going to be a misplaced modifier. Would be my guess. Let's just check that we have the setup other than that. Dependent clause, fortifying, that's a participle. This is going to be a dependent clause here with a comma, and then I have to figure out the correct noun that clause is modifying. So yes, this is a modifier issue, and fortifying soil in arid ecosystems against erosion. What noun? What is fortifying soil in arid ecosystems? A recent studies estimate? No, the estimate is not fortifying the soil. Okay. Again, when we have those apostrophe answers, it usually, possesses some other noun that's not the right noun. In other words, it's almost always the wrong answer. Fortifying the soil against erosion is an estimated 60% reduction in global dust emissions each year is due to, no, that's not right. This is not what's fortifying soil in arid ecosystems. That's not right. Okay. These crusts, well, that's a simple verb or simple noun. It might be right. Fortifying soil in arid ecosystems against erosion. These crusts reduce global dust emissions by an estimated 60%. Yes, that's correct, right? And by the way, what is it talking about? It's talking about the living skin, the layers of soil held together by microorganisms. I didn't read that first sentence, but I probably should have. And then I clearly see that these crusts is what it's referring to. That's the right modifier for the dependent clause shown. C is the correct answer. Or I should actually say that's the right noun that the dependent clause is modifying. D, let's just quick check it. A recent study. So is a recent study fortifying soil? I doubt it. That's not right. That's misplaced or an incorrect modifier. Okay, quick do vertical scan. We're looking at a verb tense issue. And we've got sort of singular, plural, and then is it with the helping verb? Let's take a look. 10 of William Shakespeare's plays are classified as histories. Although each one of these plays, which Henry V and Richard III, which include, sorry, that makes more sense, Henry V and Richard III, focuses. So basically, our subject noun is going to be each one of these plays. Each focuses, singular. That's going to be right. Each is singular. Focuses is the right singular conjugation. It wouldn't be each focus. They, plural, focus. And there's no need for the helping verbs. I wouldn't say each one are, well, it definitely can't be the helping verb because the helping verbs here are all plural. We have a singular subject. It can't be they are, they were. That's not right. A is the correct answer. Okay, quick vertical scan. It looks like I've got these longer answers. Morocco, Charibi's debut novel, Charibi himself, published 2 years earlier. Probably not going to be. This suggests to me it's going to be a modifier issue. And as I look at the setup here, it's going to be a dependent clause up front, comma. Is this indeed going to be a modifier? Let's check it. So real quick, in the canon of North African literature, Moroccan author Charibi's 1950 noir novel, The Simple Past, A Passé Simple, looms large. A coming-of-age story, a social meditation, and a sober gaze into the dark maw of French colonialism. Yes, that is definitely a dependent clause. And then we're going to have comma and whatever is a coming-of-age story. Morocco, is Morocco itself a coming-of-age story? No, that's not right. But it doesn't even make sense. Morocco gained its independence to... No. Morocco is not coming of age. It's not a coming of age story. Okay. A social meditation, a sober gaze. Charibi's debut novel. Yes, that's what would be a social meditation, a sober gaze into the dark maw of French colonialism. I think this is going to be our right answer. His debut novel. Charibi himself is not a coming of age story or a social meditation. And published 2 years earlier, this is, it's a verb. It's not even a noun. So D, C, and A are incorrect. B is the correct modifier. Charibi's novel is the coming of age story. Okay, quick vertical scan. To rain, raining, having rained, rain. Okay, I've got the infinitive, I've got a participle, I've got what looks like a past participle of some sort, and just a simple present tense. So this is probably going to be a finite versus non-finite issue. And what that simply means is a non-finite verb cannot be conjugated. It's going to be a infinitive like to rain or a participle like raining. Okay, the finite verb is the main conjugated verb, like rain. Possibly could be having rained. Okay, let's take a look. Probably not, actually. That would probably be a participle as well. Anyway, let's take a look. So planetary scientists, Horgan and our colleagues have determined that as much as 25% of the sand on Mars is composed of impact spherules. These spherical bits of glass form when asteroids collide with the planet, ejecting bits of molten rock into the atmosphere that, after cooling and solidifying into glass, rain back onto Mars' surface. So notice I've got dependent clause here. These spherical bits of glass form when asteroids collide with the planet, comma, participle clause, ejecting bits of molten rock into the atmosphere that, after cooling and solidifying into glass, I want a verb that I can conjugate. That, it wouldn't be that to rain, right? Then collide with the planets, ejecting bits of molten rock in the atmosphere that to rain, that raining, that having rained, it would be rain, simply. These spherical bits of glass form when asteroids of with the planet, ejecting bits of molten rock in the atmosphere that, and get rid of this, right? Because that's a dependent clause, a parenthetical. I'll pull it out. That rain back onto Mars' surface. Simply going to be the finite conjugated main simple present tense verb.